Okay, here we go, World of Tanks. And I am driving my Tiger II Tier 8 German heavy tank. Um, and we're on Siegfried line, and we're on the attacking side of an assault match. And this is not a bad tank for this. Tiger II hits fairly hard. It's got fairly good side scraping capabilities. Well, let me rephrase that. It's got okay side scraping capabilities, but it's got a pretty accurate gun, and at the ranges that we're going to be fighting at, that's actually going to come in handy because I'm going to be able to pop out, take a quick snapshot, and pull back in real fast. So, but anyway, well, watch the AMX-12T out there. Alrighty. So anyway, usually when I'm in on this map and I'm assaulting, I like to take my tanks up to E or F5 and use the gun depression down that to look down that center road. But I'm not driving an American tank right now. I'm driving a German one. Gun depression isn't so good. So what I'm thinking is I want to slide down this little corridor right in front of me here, but I'm gonna have to hustle it because, well, there's tank destroyers always up on that ridge, and I only have a few seconds to get across this gap. And I don't waste any time. I don't stop. I don't do anything but just, get across there, and I wait for the enemies to drop out of sight, and I think about backing up, and I'm like, you know what? No, that's a low odds play. Besides, there's a nice juicy T-34 sitting around the corner here. So I'm just going to ease forward until I can see something to shoot at. And, well, the T-34 doesn't pop out, but that Panther does. So I'm just going to pop out just enough to shoot the Panther and then pull back. And same thing right here, and he bounces off of me. I would like to pop out and shoot that T-34, but with the Panther sitting down there, I don't want to take any hits. I don't absolutely have to. But you know what? T-34 just fired. Let's put a shot. Ooh! Put a shot into the T-34. And now I'm wondering what hit me. It could have been... I don't think it was that the J Panther 2 down there. I think more likely it was the M103, given the alpha damage that I took. So the M103, I put a shot into him, bounces, ease back out, take a quick shot on the T-34 just to put a little bit more damage into him. And he gets finished off. And again, that M103 is down there. The Panther is still hanging out down there. So I'm looking for a shot on something, but I'm not getting it. So I'm trying to decide at this point, what do I do? So I'm checking the mini-map, see where the bad guys are. Alright, you know what? Let's go ahead and see if I can flank around and maybe help out that AT-7. And then wham! I take a hit from the T-54E1. I bounce another shot from him. I do not want to stay parked in front of him any longer than I absolutely have to. So I go ahead and hustle around the corner. Bulldog down there. I line a shot up. Not well aimed, and I miss wide. So, alright, but no problem so far. So I got the IS-3 Alpha in front of me, the AT-7 in front of me. There's an OHO, enemy OHO, just up and around the corner. And that M103 is still there, and that Panther is still just around the corner as well. But what I decide I'm going to do is I'm going to slide up here, and I'm just going to side scrape out, see what I can see. Oh, 103, not looking my way. Good. So, now, here's the question. Can I do that again? Well, I answered it myself, and I said no. So what I decided to do was, instead of trying to pull out in front of an M103 that's probably got its gun pointed where I'm going to pull out at, I'm going to come around here and help three friendlies deal with an OHO. So I pull out, line up just actually a little too far, and but I put a hit onto the OHO. And I don't think he's got the gun depression to be able to hit our AT-7 or whatever is going on with him. Well, again, I'm just not sure who he's shooting at. Maybe the IS-3 Alpha? But anyway, I'm trying to line my next shot up. No, not a good one. Not well aimed. So, okay, well, that's alright. So now I'm just going to wait and see if the M103 will oblige me. And he does. So now I've got the IS-3A and the AT-7 and a T-10 all pushing on this M103. So at this point, it's time to get out there and help them. Yeah, there we go. Nice easy shot into his turret roof. So, so far, not a problem. So, now I'm easing out here again, and I'm thinking, all right, I'm looking at where the T-30 is, and I'm thinking, you know what, maybe I should turn around and go back the other way, especially since I didn't get lit when I poked around the corner. But, oh, the T-30 pops up anyway, and now I'm lit. So, try to slide a shot through the columns there, and I do. T-30's aiming time is just not good enough to get a shot back at me. On the other hand, he is going to work this IS-3A, or he might be able to work this IS-3A. Oh, but there's the Ferdinand out there. I take a hit from him, but that's all right. Line my shot up. That was not a well-aimed shot. I aimed at the wrong spot. I should have aimed a little further out on his plate, but it's okay. It went through, got the kill. So now we're just mopping up. So I'm going to go ahead and push up, and the idea here is to get across and hit that T-30 with, you know, try to put a cheap shot into him, get some damage, but as it is, he is down to 1 hit status for me. His gun is probably not pointed my way. Nope, it's swinging my way. Had just enough time to get the shot off. So ninja to kill there. Looking for a shot on the 59-16, don't get it. But I'm watching where he's running, and it looks like he's going to come right out in front of me. So let's stop, start aiming, and that's it. So, well, as you can see, it was a victory, and as you can see, I ended up picking up an Ace Tanker badge for that. Not a particularly outstanding game, but the thing that was really working for me there was that it was a solidly played game. Again, I didn't do anything too out of the ordinary. I watched the mini-map. I exposed as little of myself as possible to the enemy team. I took the opportunity fires when I had the chance to take an opportunity fire, and I didn't pop up in front of anybody when and where they were expecting me to pop up, especially that M103, because I know he was just waiting to put a round into me. So, with that, as you can see, again, Fire for Effect, which is again one of my goals, and I ended up with 3 kills by the end of the match, and of course the Ace Tanker. And if we go to the overall scores, yeah, there we go, 1250 XP, and again doubled for the first win of the day, so getting about 2,500 plus a bonus for completing a mission. And then you know, as you can see here, our T10 did a very good job here. A Fire for Effect, Bruiser, and a Fighter, 5 kills. Like I said, a Ninja that 1 kill from him, but at that point, I don't know if he cared that much about getting the top gun. But on the enemy team, nothing really outstanding except for maybe the Ferdinand. You know, certainly the T-30 looks like he had 2 or 3 good hits, but no kills. T-54E1 led the team with the experience, but you know, we just pretty much rolled over the bad guys there. So looking at the detailed report, I fired 17 shots, 16 direct hits, 13 penetrations for 3,600 damage. So again, not bad. Took 6 hits, 3 of those pinned, 3 of those bounced. I think a couple of them ended up going in the tracks. So like I said, minimize the amount of shooting at me that I had to deal with. So anyway, like I said, 1 bounce that or a couple bounces. One of those was the Panther. I think he might have bounced a second one as well. Let's take a look. Let's see. No. Oh, there it is. T-54E1. He. That's right. I bounced a shot from him, and like I said, I'm glad I did. And like I said in the match, I didn't see him there. Didn't know he was there. So I ran. As soon as he hit me the first time, I was lightning quick on the repair kit to get out of his way. So that sometimes you get a little bit lucky there. If you know, I'd been a little slower, T-54E1 would have been in a slightly different spot. That would have come out completely different. So anyway, credits received 41,000 after repair and buying fresh ammo. Still made about 14,000 credits profit, and then 2,800 experience total because of the mission payout. I think the mission payout. I don't know if it's going to list it here. No, I think it was for killing a couple of tank destroyers in one match. So anyway, that's it. Not like I said, not an outstanding replay, just some solid gameplay, and I think that's really where the lesson is on this one. Again, didn't do anything outstandingly great, but I certainly didn't do anything outstandingly stupid. I went with the team, put concentrated fire on the vulnerable targets, and we all worked together to take down the enemy one at a time rather than everybody trying to do their own thing. Like I said, I want to say props to the team as a whole, and I guess that's it. So, but anyway, on a more, I guess, amusing note, I thought, you know what, hey, that was a really, really good game. It was the first game of the night. I don't want to ruin that, so I went ahead and logged on to World of Warships, and that turned out to be a different story. So, with that, I will talk to you later. Bye.